Testing, testing. Is this thing on? I think it is. Holy smokes, everyone. How is everybody doing out there? Has it felt like it's been a while? It was a long summer, wasn't it? We did some sports frenzy over the summer, but nothing beats the frenzy time of the year like it is right now. Oh, yeah. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to season 14 of Sports Frenzy. Give yourselves all a big round of applause because nothing, this show could not be what it is if it wasn't for you guys. Every single one of you I have to thank for this show. That's right. No Sports Frenzy without the Sports Frenzy Nation, as we like to call you guys. And 14 years. 14 seasons. Those of you that are new this year, I mean, this show started out as a small little live session at the Hope Community Center with me and my brother Chris Bull. Then it took a mind of its own and branched out to my brother Jamie Rose from Holland, Michigan, and we did recordings online and in all kinds of crazy settings. And I had my co-hosts for a while for some stuff I did at the Hope Community Center with Dan and Logan. And so we've had some co-hosts over the years, and it's been awesome, guys. Awesome. 14 seasons. I never thought this knucklehead would be around still doing Sports Frenzy. Here we are, and you guys, it's all because of every single one of you and everything that you've done, and love the show still, love the season still. You guys are awesome, and I love and appreciate every single one of you so very much. Season 14, baby. Wow, that's a lot. Well, as you may or may not know, you see the sets have changed again, kind of all over the place with the sets. Yeah, this is it changes up from time to time and goes different places, and so we use different rooms and different areas. We got ourselves a different setup this season, and it always changes. I could do it from different spots. As I have different things, different areas for all things Michigan, all around me. So yeah, there's that. If you can't see it, no, I haven't cut my hair. I just got it in a tie, looking a little more professional when we're doing certain things here and there. Yes, briefly, temporarily shaved off some of the beard. Left the goatee. Growing the beard back out, though. It's going to start slow, but growing it back out. So the beard probably is going to come back. I want to give a shout out to the Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. Strong supporters of Sports Frenzy. They every year, for years now, Coach Ron and the team make Coach Cole feel welcome, and I'm honorary coach and part of the team. So that's that's an honor all in itself. And it's like you have other stations and other places. Our radio station right here in Adrian, the Cave. People bring them stuff all the time. They have their studios full of local teams and local stuff. Well, you know what? 14 seasons Sports Frenzy being around, and one of the only schools, one of the only coaches cool enough to ever, and I'm not dissing on anybody for this, by no means. I'm just saying it was very cool and very awesome to have somebody step up and make Coach Cole feel pretty special. And that was Columbia Central Golden Eagles, who updated stuff this year, got me a brand new ball cap. I still have my old one, which I love. These are top of the line hats as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they don't skimp on their logos, and Got me a new shirt this season, too. So some of you have already seen me wearing that, but I wear that from time to time. I got to support my love for Michigan, too. But yeah, Columbia Central Golden Eagles representing on the show, and for good reason, because they stand behind Coach Co, and Coach Co loves that he can be an honorary coach and hopes to someday maybe get out there and just maybe hang with you guys and catch a game or something. But you know, without going into all my life story, Coach Co doesn't have a car right now, so he gets around by doing a lot of help from a lot of people. So that is my life. But okay, so let's go into some details here for some of you that might be new to the audience out there. I pick games every week. We love football season, okay? Football season has probably got to be the greatest season of all. Even though I don't like seeing fall and stuff get here, I'm a summertime kind of guy, as long as it's not super hot. But football season is what it's all about, right? And that's what makes – we do all sports on Sports Frenzy, but Sports Frenzy loves football season. Yeah, we do. So on our sheets, every year, I do 20 or so games. Sometimes I go more. It depends on how excited we get about it. You're going to see, if you're new to the show, you're going to see every local team that's playing on here. And you're going to see Columbia Central Golden Eagles, even though they're not considered in the Lenawee, actual Lenawee County circuit. Doesn't matter. They're still on the sheets because I'm an honorary coach and I support the show. They support me, and I support them. So they will always be on the sheets as well. So you got all your local teams on here. We do high school, we do college, and we do pro during the season of football. So it's mostly, during this type of season, it's mostly all football. When football starts winding down and we get into other parts of the season, you'll see other games on here. We cover basketball when we can. We cover basketball, but high school basketball gets tricky depending on when they play. So our games have to center around a Friday show. So whatever, football works into that perfectly. For Friday through the weekend, football plays. If you're varsity level, that is. So there's that. Okay. We do cover some of our classrooms. Mine particularly loves NASCAR. So we cover NASCAR on the sheets as well. Not all classrooms like NASCAR, and that's all right. If you like NASCAR, it's an option for you there to participate in it. If you don't like NASCAR, you don't have to participate in it, and you don't even have to do it. My Laura Haviland friends, a lot of them are not particularly huge fans of NASCAR, I don't think, and they choose not to have NASCAR on their sheets. It's not going to go against you either way. My classrooms, my friends over at Laura Haviland, they send the sheets home with me at the end of the week after they make their picks, and we have winners. So I go through and see who got the top picks for the week, and we do it at student level and we do it at staff level because the staff loves to participate too, and I love that because that is so awesome. So depending where you're at, I think a lot of you, if your local districts do Sports Frenzy, you probably have your own prizes and stuff like that too. For Sports Frenzy, because I know, because I have their sheets and I get to see their sheets, I am able to tell you who the winners are from the Laura Haviland program. I'm able to tell you who the winners are from my program, and I'm able to tell you the winners from my programs here at Porter. So those get announced on the show because I have physical control of that. And I know my friends over at Laura Haviland like to hear the announcements of who the winners are. So we do that. I'm sorry I know that would be a lot of work for my local districts that do it, to send me the winner so I can put the announcement on the show. That's a challenge because I usually do what we call the weekend wrap-up edition of Sports Frenzy, which is the recap show on Sunday nights. So on Sunday night, what I'll do is I film another show, And that gives you all the results from all the games we had on the sheets. And then I also announce who won in the particular classrooms I have. Now, if you are a follower of the Sports Frenzy show, good. You can see a lot of the victories and the wins of your sheets on our Facebook page. Yes, Sports Frenzy has a Facebook page. We also are on Twitter. It's at Sports Frenzy 1. And Instagram, I believe, is at Sports Frenzy 1. We have a few sites here and there, a few things here and there. And so that's where, but Sports Frenzy Facebook page and Twitter are my two most active pages. A lot of interaction on the Sports Frenzy Facebook page. If you're not a member and you'd like to be, you can get a hold of me through my personal page, Tim Cole. Or if you like, you can just search it, find it on Facebook. It's a group page, and you can ask to join it, and I'll get you on there as quickly as I can. Is there benefits to being a member of the Sports Frenzy page? Yeah, Sports Frenzy Nation gets to report news and everything on the page, and it's an interaction page. We interact. I try to keep it family friendly. There are sometimes some discussions that get a little on the wilder side. Some passionate people that are in our Sports Frenzy. We try to keep it mostly family friendly so that everybody can enjoy the page, and that's just how we like to roll here. So you get the results as they're happening. You get news as it's happening. There's so many people on there. I get so busy sometimes. The nation posts on there. And if there's breaking news that I don't necessarily get to right away, somebody on the page posts it for me. So that's one cool thing about the interaction of the Sports Frenzy page. What else do I want to say about all that? So when I go through my games, I have visuals, logos that I created, that I pull up and use. I'll show those as we're going through our picks. And that is because our show is for all learners at all levels. So some of our learners are visual learners, and they need visuals to help them make picks. So that's why I show the visuals too. And that helps with things. And we try to adapt to the needs of the students and learners for like Sports Frenzy. So you'll see me use different things like that to represent what we're picking team wise. And I think that pretty much almost explains everything to you guys. Should get all of you up to date. And as always, if somebody sees the show and you're new and you want to be a part of the show, I use my work email address to support Sports Frenzy because most of my stuff comes through local districts and schools, but it's tim.cole@lisd.us. If you're not currently involved in Sports Frenzy and you have a classroom that would like to be involved in Sports Frenzy, hit me up. You can hit me up on there. You can hit me up on Facebook. But the email address is one primary way to do it, because that way I have your email address, and that's how I get all the information out to everybody is through emails. So I'll send you the sheets through emails. I even send you the logos through emails in case you need to use them. And results come through the email through not only the recorded show, but I've also been trying to do I do a quickie version of it where I send an email that has all the results in it. So in case I try to keep the weekend wrap-up show kind of short because everybody's busy on a Monday. So you can get quick results for that if you need them. But you don't have to watch the show because I also give you the results in the email. So I think that just about covers everything. What do you guys think? Have I covered it pretty good this year? Those of you that are been around for a long time. I mean, we've chalked off almost 15 minutes in introductions. But yes, that's how we roll here at Sports Frenzy, and I hope that wasn't too long and boring for my longtime fans of the show. We will go ahead and let's get in to the picks part of the show. So what we do here is we'll get into our picks, and then if I haven't gone super long afterwards, I will go to the Facebook page of Sports Frenzy, and we'll look over sporting events and things that are going on that have been posted on the Facebook page to keep you guys informed, kind of like in an ESPN format, or kind of like the Cave does it here in Adrian. They give you news every day. I give a shout out to the guys at the Cave right here in Adrian. Basically, when we started Sports Frenzy, we wanted to be able to do all the things that they are now doing on their show. I wanted to be able to have coach interviews and things like that on here, and cover games when we could. But unfortunately, that part of it we were never able to staff and take care of and do. So I interact with the Cave a lot on Twitter. They help me. They give me scores and stuff. So I like to help kind of promote the Cave here in Adrian. It's our local sports show, and if you get a chance, they're not on live all the time. They have certain hours of the day they're on, but you can also catch them on their Facebook page, I believe. It's almost like a podcast version of it. So that's the Cave right here in Adrian. They're based in the WLAN studios, and they're pretty awesome guys too. And they, like I said, they get out to the games. They broadcast the games. All things I want to do. And perhaps someday I can go work with the Cave. That'd be cool, I think. To just interact, hang out, and maybe do something together. Let's see. I think that's about it. Show-wise, I'm recording tonight on a Wednesday night. I usually like to try to record the show as late as I can so we can get you up to date on all the newest news. I'm not going to lie, life is getting busy. Life is getting complicated and tricky nowadays. So I'm actually in school now too, not just working at school. I'm also in college. So my schedule's a little busy, tricky right now. So I'm shooting the show whenever I have a free chance, and it's going to be more – yeah, we might not have 100% of all the information up to date all the time. And this works out okay right now for football season because we don't have games being played every night like you do basketball season and all that. So that's how we're doing things right now. All right, enough rambling. Let's get into the picks part of the show. Season 14, episode 1. And we are in September already. Wow, September. These are the September 8th through 10th games. And it is, let's see, for high school action this week, it is week 3 already. Yes, week 3. So we didn't have I didn't do shows while we weren't back in school. So football started 2 weeks ago. This is week 3 of the season. Okay. All right, let's get things rolling here, guys. First of all, these are our high school football games of the week. And let me find it here somewhere. Let me get to the end. There it is. There it is. So these are all Friday night game kickoffs at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. kickoffs. Oh, and most of you guys know this already. Coach Cole is a lemonade drinker. There's usually a lot of lemonade on the show. I have some, but I didn't put it in the fridge to get cold. So I'm going to grab me a bottle of water real quick. Because sometimes when we do stuff on the show, we need to refresh the vocal cords. But I am a lemonade drinker. Anybody who knows me, Laura Havlin knows. They've gifted me with lemonade several times on the show, and I appreciate you guys for that and love you guys for that. All right, so first up, we have the Adrian Maples. How about those Maples this year? They have 2 wins and 0 losses. They're on the road this week for a challenge game for them. They're playing the Ypsilanti Grizzlies. The Ypsilanti Grizzlies have 2 wins and 1 loss. Now, one of the things we like to do, we happen to have a group of young people who are a group of Adrian people. And it's the Adrian High School classroom. I know your teacher from who has followed me for many seasons, Mrs. Paulson, retired. And so I'm hoping, I haven't heard anything from you guys over there yet. So I'm still hoping you follow the show. So, because if you are, then I need a huge shout out from the Adrian High School classroom right now. You guys know how we do this. Is Adrian going to get the victory this week? Let's hear it for the Adrian Maples. Oh my goodness. What? Did Paulson take all the noise with her? That wasn't very loud at all, guys. Come on. I know you can do better than that. Those guys that are playing, they want to hear you in the hallway. They've got to hear you in the hallway. I know with PBIS, we teach you to use your quiet voices in the room. But I think I'm either going to be, and I'm sorry, I've lost track who was even in your classroom right now. So I don't even know who's teaching the classroom right now. That's how bad it is. But so if I irritate the teaching staff, I apologize. But I got to hear it for the Adrian Maples. Come on, Maple fans. Come on, Adrian High School classroom. I know you can be loud. Let me hear you. Any other Adrian fans in the district that want to shout for their team right now is the time to do it. Let's go, Adrian. Let's go, Adrian. Let's go, Adrian. I've got the Adrian Maples getting another victory on the road. Let's go, Maples. All right, next up, oh my goodness. Coming right out of the heads. I forgot to tell you guys about this. There are usually 2 3-point bonus games on the show. And with the 3-point bonus games, you get, instead of like a recorded music or whatever, you get Coach Cole doing this little ditty for you. So let's start it off. Oh, man, I don't even have my sign this year. Oh, well, we'll find it eventually. Here we go. See how bad the voice is. I have not practiced this, so I apologize if your windows start breaking. The audio just cracks up. I apologize in advance for my terrible singing because I do. Yeah, I sometimes it rocks, sometimes it does not. So here we go. Each first 3-point bonus game. Each first 3-point bonus game. Oh yeah, everybody, come on now. It's first 3-point bonus. Are you ready for it? Game. Woo! Yes, it is. Your first 3-point bonus game of the week. Excuse me. We have the Leslie Blackhawks. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Addison Panthers. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. That's how sometimes I tear up my voice when I do that. They are playing against the Addison Panthers. The Panthers are 2 wins and 0 losses. Now, longtime fans know I am a Addison graduate of 1990. I get a lot of slack for sometimes liking these guys and sometimes not liking these guys. There are a bunch of Panther fans who sometimes get very, very mad at Coach Cole. And some of these are former alumnus, I guess, that went to school with me. And some of them get very angry with me and get very irritated, very passionate about their Addison Panthers. They get mad when Coach Code comes down on the Panthers. But many, many eons ago, back in my day, we didn't have a great football team. The football team, I will say, has gotten better over the years. So, but I do still at times vote against the Panthers. This is not going to be one of those weeks. The Panther fans will be happy with Coach Cole. I won't be getting any hate mail. I won't be getting anybody growling at me or anything like that because Coach Cole has got the Addison Panthers for this week's victory. All right. Next up. We have got the Blissfield Royals. The Blissfield Royals are 1 win and 1 loss. They're on the road this week to face the Dundee Vikings. The Vikings have 1 win and 1 loss. Coach Cole is easily going with the Blissfield Royals to get the victory. Go Royals. All right, next up. Now, this is becoming huge in Lenawee County. I guess it's kind of huge. A lot of our teams are going to 8-man football. A lot of our schools have gone to 8-man football. I guess I can't say a lot, but a few. So we have the Concord Yellow Jackets. They have 1 win, 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the Britton Deerfield Patriots. Unfortunately, this season, folks, switching to 8-man football has not helped Britton Deerfield's situation at all. They are 0-2. That is sad. 0-2. I mean, when they started their first season of 8-man football, which was about, I think, 2 years ago now. I think it was 2 years now. Could be wrong on that. They had a really good first opening season, so. Man, normally I like to support my locals, but I'm sorry, Britton Deerfield. I am not feeling it. I got to go with the Concord Yellow Jackets, even though it's a home game for you guys. I just am not feeling it right now for you, and I'm so sorry. I know boos are coming in. What's wrong with you? You're supposed to be a local, man. This is a local show. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't do it. All right. Another one of my favorite teams right here. Got a lot of history back in this area. Clinton Red Wolves. They have 1 win and 1 loss. And yes, that is they've had a recent name change over the years. Last couple of years, they changed their name to the Red Wolves. They 1 win, 1 loss. They're on the road this week playing Ida. Ida has 1 win and 1 loss. I got family in Clinton. I've got future players in Clinton. So I'm going with the Clinton Red Wolves as I am a supporter. I do like Clinton. I'm a fan of Clinton. Go Red Wolves. Next up, Michigan Center Cardinals. They have 1 win and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against, that's right, let's hear it, for the Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. The Eagles have 1 win and 1 loss. This is a home game for them. Michigan Center isn't going to know what hit them because the Golden Eagles are going to get back on their winning ways this week for the victory. Let's go, Columbia Central. I told you we got a lot of high school football action for you guys as we continue on with high school football action. Next up, we have the Hillsdale Hornets. The Hornets have 1 win and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against another awesome school. We've got the undefeated Hudson Tigers. Hey, do we have any Tiger fans in the house? I said, do we have any Hudson Tiger fans in the house? This is a shout out to Logan's classroom over there in Hudson. That's right, my good buddy Logan. And the Hudson Tigers. I also have to give a shout out to our Hudson sideline reporter, my brother and longtime compadre from years and years ago. We did a sports show together in Addison called PNN, Panther News Network. My buddy, Rich Hollowell, shout out to him, who gives me updates on all things Hudson for the night of the Hudson football games. Yes, indeed. Let's hear it, Logan. Come on, let's hear it in Logan's room. Are the Hudson Tigers going to remain undefeated and go 3-0 this week? Let me hear you, Hudson. Come on. I know this is the part of the show where Logan clears off his desk, stands on top of it, starts jumping up and down and singing the Hudson theme song because I know he knows it. I don't know it. Nobody's taught it to me. I don't even know. So I'm just going to go. And you guys can shout along with me. Let's go, Hudson. Let's go, Hudson. Let's go, Hudson. Come on, you guys. I know you can get a little louder than that. Again, I know we practice being quiet in our classrooms with the PBIS model. But right now, we're talking football for your football team. I know there's probably going to be a pep assembly or something for you guys for the football team. So let's shout it out loud for the Hudson Tigers. And I got them getting the victory this week. Let's go, Hudson. All right, we got another 8-man league going on right now, or another team. And unfortunately, they're having better luck at 8-man football than BD has. We're talking your Lenawee Christian Cougars. The Cougars are 2-0 right now. 2 wins, 0 losses for the Lenawee Christian Cougars. They're on the road this week, though. They're playing Camden Frontier. Are they the Chiefs? The Redskins. I think they're the Redskins, and I didn't put that on there. How did I not do that? That's crazy. Oh well. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I don't. I believe it's the Camden Frontier Redskins. They have 1 win and 1 loss. Easy pick for Coach Co. I'm going with the Lenawee Christian Cougars. Let's go, Cougars. Get the victory this week. All right, so I'm looking at my list here. Who we got up next? We've got the Madison Trojans. Now, the Madison, I believe this is their first year in a different league. Am I correct? I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that. They switched, or was that last year they switched? I don't know. Time comes together for me. It gets a little crazy in the coach's life, as I've told you guys before. Anyway, the Madison Trojans are 0 wins, 2 losses, not off to the season they are hoping for so far. I got to tell you, I got to give a shout out to Sophie's brothers. They are from Madison. They both do sports at Madison. They came in and volunteered in our classroom. I had a heck of a good time with these guys. They helped coach the baseball season this year. So I had to give a shout out to them. And I do like Madison. And I got some other people that go to Madison schools that I know and care about that'll be playing probably sports at Madison. So my brother Justin and his kiddos, shout out to them because I know his daughter Cheyenne will probably be playing basketball at some point. So shout out to the Madison Trojans. They're off to a rough start. 0-2. They're traveling to Onstead. Excuse me, to play the 1 win, 1 loss Onstead Wildcats. I got to give a shout out to Dylan, who tells me he's an Onstead Wildcat, and that his team is doing pretty good. Should I believe him? Well, yeah, it says 1 win, 1 loss. So that's really not a bad start. And Madison coming into town with 0-2. I'm sorry to my Madison fans. I got to go with the Onstead Wildcats this week. I've been to Onstead games. They have a good crowd of people. And they're going to have the fan support there. I think Onstead gets it done this week. Again, just a reminder that these are all Friday night games because they're high school football. And it's what we do on Friday nights. Next up, I said I had almost all exclusive Lenawee County teams on here, with the exception of Columbia Central. Basically, that's not true because I have Hillsdale on here. And here's one we have on here. The Manchester Flying Dutchmen. The Dutchmen are looking pretty good this year. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. And they're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Stockbridge Panthers. I know somebody who works at Stockbridge. My sister-in-law, Sherry, goes to Stockbridge. Or works at Stockbridge. So Stockbridge has 1 win and 1 loss. Crazy thing about Stockbridge, they are the Panthers, and they have the same exact colors as the Addison Panthers. Quiz: who was around first? Was the Addison Panthers with the colors, or was it the Stockbridge Panthers with the colors? I don't have an answer for you. This isn't a history show. It's Sports Frenzy. But I may look it up just for my own curiosity to see which school was around first with those colors and the Panther logo. I kid you not. Same exact colors. They use the black and red just like Addison. So with that being said, it looks like Manchester's shaping up to be a pretty good team this year. I'm going to go with Manchester. I could be wrong on that. We'll see. Stockbridge doesn't usually have very good teams, so that's kind of what I'm basing it on. Basically what I'm going with. All right, we got more 8-man football action for you guys. We got the Maple Valley Lions. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. Seem like they're a pretty good team. But they're traveling to Morenci this week to play the Morenci Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 1 win and 1 loss. This is 8-man football. Morenci 1-1. I mean, Coach Co used to sit down, almost scout these teams like you would in the old days. But I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't done that in a lot of years. And usually I'm shooting basically from the hip when I make my picks, from the heart too, I guess you could say. With going with favorite teams and such. Morenci being a local team and in a home game, ugh. Do I take my chances in Morenci? What do you guys think? Do I go with the local team on this one? I don't think so. Morenci hasn't proven anything to me this year yet. Well, I mean, the year is early yet. I'm being harsh, I guess. But even going to 8-man football has not helped Morenci very much. I have got to go with the Maple Valley Lions for the victory. All right, next up, we have the Sand Creek Aggies. The Aggies have 1 win and 1 loss. Usually we got a guy down there on the sidelines. I have not had a chance to touch base with Dan at all this year for football or anything else. I didn't get up to Hope Center that much for summer this year, unfortunately. So I haven't really talked to Dan. I don't know if Dan is doing their stats man again this year, if he's helping out on the sidelines at all. And I really have not been told how they are. I know they got I think they got hit pretty hard last week, if I remember correctly. Let me check here. Go back to the scores page. Let's go to Frenzy page. Jump back a little bit here to last week's games. Everybody else is like, we already know what the score is. What the score was. I don't remember. That's why I'm looking it up here. Oh. Okay. I'm not going to bring up that sore subject. That's for sure. Let's just say they got beat last week, and they got beat pretty bad. Anyway, they are on the road this week, traveling to and playing against, I might butcher this name, the Edon Bombers. Edon? Anyway, they're playing them at home. They have 2 wins, 1 loss. No disrespect to Sand Creek. Won't even stay on the topic very long. Going with the Bombers for the victory. Looks like Sand Creek is struggling again this year. I know Dan's going to be infuriated about that, but sorry, Dan. Next up, we have this is our final high school football game of the week. We have the Jackson Vikings. They have 1 win, 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the Tecumseh Indians. The Indians have 1 win and 1 loss. Well, my son graduated from Tecumseh. And so I'm going to support the Tecumseh Indians that they can get it done this week in Tecumseh. All right. We're moving on to college football action. These games are all played on Saturday, unless otherwise noted. This week they are all Saturday games. This is week number 2 for college football action. And we've got our local teams to begin with. We got the Defiant Yellow Jackets. Defiance Yellow Jackets, I should say. They're not Defiant Yellow Jackets. They are Defiance Yellow Jackets. They have 0 wins and 1 loss. They are right here in Adrian this week. They are playing against your Adrian Bulldogs. Your Bulldogs lost last week as well. They have 0 wins, 1 loss. Excuse me. This is a kickoff 1 p.m. and you can go and watch it. I believe tickets are still available. But if they are not, they have a YouTube channel that you can go to and watch their sports as well. So if you want to catch the Bulldogs and you can't go to the actual physical game, pull it up on YouTube. It's free on YouTube. I'm going with the Bulldogs to get the victory this week. Go Bulldogs. Next up, we have Siena Heights playing their first game. You know, this has not happened to me. I have not had this, not since for a while. I started Sports Frenzy, and I started talking, I guess, a lot. Apparently, I don't talk that much at work. And I start getting choked up. I get the coughs. So anyway, we have the Siena Heights Saints. They are playing their first game this week. 0 wins, 0 losses. But they're on the road going to Roosevelt Lakers, who have 0 wins and 1 loss. This is a 2 p.m. kickoff, and it is not a televised game, unfortunately. So, not televised. So unless you're going to Roosevelt, you won't be able to see this game. But I am feeling good about a good season for the Saints. I'm going to go with Sienna for the victory. Next up, we have the Hillsdale Chargers. The Chargers have 0 wins and 1 loss. They are playing the Michigan Tech Huskies, who have not played a game yet. And the Huskies have 0 wins, 0 losses going into this. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m. This is not a televised game either. I'm going with the Hillsdale Chargers for the victory. All right. Our next college game, we have the UNLV Rebels. The Rebels have 1 win and 0 losses, but this is a part of the show where we go, They are playing the number 2, the world's greatest college team. That's right. I'm talking about the mighty Michigan Wolverines, baby. Go blue, because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail the power. Hail, hail the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue! Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail to the victors, baby. So, those of you that don't know the show, go blue. When we started this show years ago, go blue, it was made by a bunch of Michigan fans. Go blue. And it's been weird over the years, go blue, because we've had to change our attitudes a little bit. Go blue. We used to diss on every other team. Go blue. Until the show grew into what it is today. Go blue. Because the show was made up of all Michigan fans. Go blue. That's all we ever did was root for the one and only mighty Michigan Wolverines, baby. Nobody else mattered. Nobody else cared. Well, then the show got huge and grew, and we still kind of like, we're not going to, these other teams still aren't, nope, not going to do it. We've lightened up over the years. We have. We are more supportive of our other teams. I don't diss on Michigan State as much as I used to. We kind of combined it with them last year when they had their tragedy on campus. So things happen. Life happens that gets in the way of rivalries. So for me, I don't, even though they don't like us very much still, there are some good Michigan State fans out there. But anyway, I'm a true blue, go blue Michigan man. That's where all this was going. The mighty Michigan Wolverines have 1 win, 0 losses. Our coach currently suspended for absolutely stupid reasons by the university themselves. It's from them. But we've got our assistant coaches stepping up. I don't think we're going to have to worry about anything this week. I've got the mighty Michigan Wolverines, baby, because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail the power. Hail, hail the mighty Michigan Wolverines, baby. Go Blue. I need my lemonade to get the tartness in my throat, too. Go Blue. All right, next up. College football continued. Oh, shoot. Did I tell you what time that game is? I'm sorry. I don't think I did I? This game is 3:30, and it's actually on regular TV for you guys this week. CBS, regular old CBS. All right, next up, we have the Richmond Spiders. The Richmond Spiders have 0 wins, 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the MSU Sparties. Sparties had a rough offseason, not going to lie. They lost a lot of guys to the transfer portal. Nobody knows how well this season's going to be for them. So far, they got 1 victory under their belts, 0 losses. Basically win, lose, or draw, though. And I can be completely honest about this. Lansing's going to be burning. It's a Lansing game. 3:30 kickoff on Fox. So, yes, or Fox Sports. Fox Sports is televising this one, 3:30 kickoff. And, yes, folks that don't know it yet, the OMSU, because they don't have enough fuel for the fires, are now allowing you to have adult beverages in the arena. Watch out for streakers. No, I don't know. It's Lansing. What can you say? Sparty fans get a little passionate and crazy up there. So, yeah, you probably will see burning couches. I don't know what you'll see at the game, though. But I am giving the Sparties the win this week. And ironically, I know a lot of Sparty fans as well. So that's what makes that even crazier. Try to be a little kinder to the Sparty Nation these days. I know I got Cindy Crone, like, right now, if she's watching the show, she's going, "What? You were never friendly to us when I was there working with you guys and Michigan State fan." True. We may have been slightly cruel to her and her posters and such that she would bring into the place, that to a point where, we may have got a talking to about it a few times. Again, very passionate about Michigan right here. Have I grown up and matured a little bit? Grown up, perhaps. Matured, probably not. All right. Up next, we have the 10th ranked Texas Longhorns. Longhorns have 1 win and 0 losses. They are playing the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide are ranked 3rd this year, or 3rd currently, and they have 1 win, 0 losses. This game is in Alabama. Kickoff for this game is 7 p.m. Oh, my goodness. And it is, you ready for this? This is the other one. It is, dun-dun, it is, dun-dun-dun, it's your 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. 3 points. Kickoff is at 7 p.m., and you can watch this one on ESPN. We give a shout out to Bev Buer. She is a Bama fan. She's one of our biggest Bama fans at Porter. I'm going to come out of the gates early this year on this one. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but Bev's not going to be happy with my pick this week. I'm going to go with the Texas Longhorns with the upset. And I'm even going to go on record to say, excuse me, this is going to be Coach Cole's upset special of the week. Now, those of you that know me know Coach Cole does not do upset specials of the week every week. This is random. When I see a game that I think somebody can pull off, then I sometimes make it my Coach Cole's upset special of the week. Record-wise, I've been really good with my Coach Cole upset specials of the week. This one could come back to bite me, but we'll see. I'm going with it this week. Texas Longhorns for the upset. All right, our last college football game of the week. We have the Eastern Michigan Eagles. They have 1 win, 0 losses. They got their hands full this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. This is going to be on Fox Sports. And what do you guys know? Minnesota Golden Gophers. The Minnesota Golden Gophers are coached by former Western Michigan coach P.J. Flack. Nobody likes this guy. He talked a big talk when he was at Western and did a lot of great things for them. Thought he was going to be a super coach. Then he hit the high road for money. Took his model, rough theme, and everything to Minnesota. Not a fan of P.J. Fleck anymore. And everybody says to Coach Cole, that's ridiculous. You'd accept a different job if it paid you more money as well. Coaching-wise, if I'm coaching at a school that I love and I'm very passionate about, I'm not leaving that school to go somewhere else to make more money. There are places I would not go. That team down below is one of them. People have said, that's bullcrap, Coach Cole. You'd go down there if they offered you a ton of money. No, I would not. Nope, wouldn't do it. Not happening. Would never go against my Wolverines. Ever. That's the bottom line, because Coach Cole said so. So that being said, I want Eastern Michigan to walk all over the Golden Gophers. I think that would be hilarious. I'm giving Eastern Michigan the victory. Go Eagles. All right, we got one NFL game for you this week. By the time you watch the show, we should know, did the Lions get their first win of the season? Because they are playing against Kansas City Chiefs Thursday night. And being that we're recording the show on a Wednesday, we don't have the results for that one yet. But even I would be recording the show on Thursday, we still wouldn't have the results for that one yet. So anyway, we only have one NFL game for you this week, and this is week 1 for the NFL. We got the Philadelphia Eagles 0 wins, 0 losses because the season is just starting. They are playing the New England Patriots, who have 0 wins, 0 losses. Kickoff is at 4:25 on CBS. And I'm really going to get it from Dan this week because this is one of his favorite teams. He's a Patriots fan. I got to go with the Philadelphia Eagles for the victory. All right. So for most of you, or some of you, the ones that don't follow NASCAR, we've come to the end of the part of the show that you guys like. I'm going to be talking about NASCAR for a few minutes because we do have my NASCAR fans. All right, so we're moving on to NASCAR now. Just to warn you, the rest of the people out there, if you're not a fan of NASCAR, now would be the time to jump off the show and end it. But if you are a NASCAR fan, this week's race is the Hollywood Casino 400 at Kansas Speedway. Last week's top 3 NASCAR winners was Kyle Larson in the number 5 Chevy. Number 2 was Taylor Reddick in the number 45 Toyota. And number 3 was Chris Buescher in the number 17 Ford. I probably butchered his name, and I apologize for that. So what I'll be doing this season is we leave a blank spot at the top. If you know your car driver and the guy you like, you can write his number in or his car in right there. Or what I have done so far is point leaders. I put the top 3 point leaders on here, and you can choose one of those guys if you don't have your own particular NASCAR pick. All right. Hey, there you go, everyone. We have made it through the first week of Sports Frenzy. Woohoo! Yeah. We'll go to the Frenzy page real quick here and see if there's anything on here. Get some stuff on here for you guys that I know. Hey, you like food? I like food. The Big House is going to add Big Boy. Yes, indeed. Because if your tailgating food isn't just enough, you can go in and get Big Boy now. You can read more about that article on the Sports Frenzy page. Travis Kelce has hyperextended his knee at practice. So he might not be at the Chiefs' home opener this week against the Lions. How about Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, huh? Getting their first huge victory of the season as him as their coach. There's more about him on the Sports Frenzy page. Your top 25 association poll this week is up. Michigan sits at number 2. Bama sits at number 3. Both of those games we talked about. Unfortunately, Michigan State's not on here at all. And, yeah. What's we got? If you go to Michigan Stadium anytime soon, you're going to see new billboards. That's right. They've got huge new billboards at Michigan Stadium that make the other ones look tiny. You can read more about that on the Sports Frenzy page as well. Wrestling news, CM Punk is out of AEW. Owner Tony Khan has talked about this and it had a write-up on what happened. So you can read that also on the Sports Frenzy page. In that, folks, looks like is about all I have news-wise for you guys. And that's okay because we try to keep the show at about an hour or so, and we're a little over an hour now. So anyway, let's go ahead and end this week's show. I want to thank everyone once again for being back. I appreciate and love every single one of you. But yeah, get out there and enjoy some sports this weekend. Football's back, baby. Enjoy some time with family, friends, loved ones. Enjoy some sports. We love you right here at Sports Frenzy. We're going to be supporting the Go Blue Boys and some other teams. But yeah, get out there and have a great and wonderful weekend. I will see you guys back here for the weekend wrap-up edition of Sports Frenzy. All right, that's all I have for you for the opening show. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone, and we will talk to you again later. I am out for now. Goodbye, everyone.